There are three major metabolic testing panels everyone should have. Do you know what they are? Welcome to video 2 of 3 in the Breaking Free from Metabolic Damage video course. Today we are going to give you all the tools necessary to pinpoint exactly where your metabolism problems are coming from, including what tests to run and also the step-by-step process we use to repair metabolic damage. Welcome back, everyone. At this point, we have clearly identified that metabolic damage and metabolism breakdowns are at the root of weight loss resistance, poor energy, low thyroid, and a long list of other hormone-related symptoms. We've even given you a metabolic damage self-survey to help you identify if you have symptoms of metabolic damage. Today, we're going to take that one step further, show you the way to pinpoint what your exact metabolic problem areas are, and a step-by-step process to reversing metabolic damage. If this is you, if you can't lose weight no matter what you try, you have some or many of the symptoms of metabolic damage, listen up, as today is the first day you begin to get better. No matter what you've tried in the past, no matter how many diets or exercise programs, and no matter how helpless you feel, today is the day you begin to get your health back, because today is the day you learn a proven step-by-step process to reversing metabolic damage. Today you're going to learn the exact process we have used with hundreds of patients just like yourself to help them reverse metabolic damage and regain their energy, a normal weight, and hormone balance. More importantly, this system creates certainty. Imagine what it would feel like to know exactly what was causing your weight loss problems and your health concerns, and having a systematic approach to fix all those problems. Without any further introduction, let's go over the step-by-step system for overcoming metabolic damage now. The system is best remembered through the acronym FIX-RATE, standing for Fix Your Metabolic Rate, which is another word for metabolism. Each letter representing a crucial step. Their meanings are freeze, identify metabolic breakdowns, execute a customized plan, repair unique metabolic breakdowns, adrenal optimization, thyroid optimization, and endocrine optimization. So let's take you through the steps. The first thing to do is freeze. Don't change anything with your diet or exercise. You are extremely metabolically fragile at this point. What we mean by fragile is that even well-intentioned changes in your diet or exercise can result in further damage or tremendously rapid weight gain. The rules you know about diet and exercise no longer apply when you have metabolic damage. Eating less and exercise more will cause more problems. On the other hand, eating more and exercise less can create tremendously rapid weight gain if not done correctly, so freeze. The next step is to identify metabolism breakdowns by having comprehensive metabolic testing completed. Specifically, you need to test and get a detailed look at all areas of metabolism, all hormones, and organ systems. The correct metabolic test will very clearly show what is going wrong in creating your problems. The most common mistake people make is assuming they have had metabolism testing completed because they have been to a medical doctor. You see, most medical providers will not run tests that are looking at metabolic function. They primarily are looking for diseases that are treatable with drugs or surgery. Therefore, most people never have proper metabolic tests, even if they have had many years of care and tests from their medical doctor. As a general overview, we recommend blood, saliva, stool testing that evaluates adrenal function, thyroid levels, hormone levels, both male and female, liver function, blood sugar control, overall inflammation, intestinal, bacterial, and fungal infections, absorption and digestion of foods, and more. Now that you have the proper metabolic damage test recommendations in hand, where and how do you get these tests completed? One method to getting the correct tests completed would be to track down an experienced medical provider in your area that will run these tests for you. This can prove difficult and time-consuming, as these types of doctors are very few and far in between. Or, in our next video, we'll provide you with an opportunity to get all of your tests completed and analyzed in a stress-free manner all in one place. I cannot understate how important testing and proper analysis of metabolism is to your recovery. You can think of your body as a complex machine, much like a car. There are many moving parts and systems that work together to make the machine run. When something goes wrong with a car, you don't randomly start replacing parts and hope that the car is going to fix itself. That would be ridiculous. No, you take your car into a shop where they run diagnostics and tests to find the problem first, and then fix what's wrong. You should think of your body in the same way. Randomly trying diets and exercise plans is the same as popping the hood of your car and randomly changing parts. It's not going to work. You need to have the proper diagnosis completed first. Don't skip this step or you'll regret it. The next step is to execute a customized plan. Metabolic breakdowns and underlying problems will differ from person to person. In order to get your body back on track, you'll need two things: a plan that takes into account your test results and an organized plan of attack that takes diet, exercise, and metabolism into account. You cannot beat metabolic damage with the latest diet craze. You need an organized plan. In laying out your metabolic recovery and repair program, the order in which you tackle problems is also important and consists of the last 4 steps of fix rate. Your program should consist first of repairing unique metabolic breakdowns. Frequently, these were the beginning problems that created the domino effect to full-blown metabolic damage to begin with. If you don't fix these problems first, you will not recover. These problems will again be identified by your lab test results. Some common examples of unique metabolic breakdowns are fungal and candida infections, global inflammation that slows down all hormone function, hormonal imbalance during the menstrual cycle or menopause, food sensitivities and intolerance, and chemical overload of the liver. Once these breakdowns are corrected, the next steps you take are to optimize all hormone and organ systems involved in metabolism. First, we start with adrenal health. The adrenal glands sit on top of the kidneys and monitor and control the body's stress response. In order to optimize adrenal function, you must consider all areas of potential stress on the body. Some tips to optimizing adrenal function include removing food sensitivities, timing your meals correctly, using adrenal adaptogens to enhance function, finding the correct carbohydrate levels for you, resting adequately, and not overtraining in the gym. Next, we move on to optimizing thyroid health. The thyroid is responsible for your fat-burning capabilities and your energy levels. It is also a very environmentally sensitive organ. The key to optimizing thyroid health lies in reducing chemical exposure through detoxification, avoiding common anti-thyroid foods, including goitrogens, eating adequate levels of carbohydrate, supplementing with thyroid micronutrients, and removing any negative signals coming in from other areas of metabolism. And lastly, we have optimizing the endocrine system as a whole. This would include balancing male and female hormones, the anterior pituitary or brain, the hormone leptin, and insulin. Keys to optimizing endocrine function involved eating the correct amount of dietary fat, using refeeds or periodic increases in food intake to keep leptin and hence metabolism high, balancing the ratio of estrogen to progesterone, regulating the menstrual cycle, and supporting natural production of testosterone. Now that completes the fixed rate system and the most effective approach to overcoming metabolic damage around. By the end of this process, you'll be well on your way to restoring fat-burning capability, dramatically increasing your energy levels, and ditching low thyroid symptoms. What many of you may have noticed is that the fixed rate system is logical, based in known metabolism principles, but it is also very thorough in nature. Of course it must be, as the only way you're going to overcome a complex disorder is with a thorough approach. Now, for those of you who are wondering, but how do I do all this? I'm not an expert in metabolism or health. I don't know the exact steps necessary to support adrenal health or balance the thyroid or read lab work. I want to fix my metabolism, but where do I start? The great news is that you don't have to be an expert. From getting easy access to the very best of metabolism testing, all the way through completing a customized metabolism repair program, all of this information and the systems involved have already been put together for you in an easy-to-follow format that holds your hand and guides you every step of the way. No expertise or special knowledge required whatsoever. Now make absolute certain you check your email inbox in the next few days. In the next video, we're going to show you how you can easily get the tests you need, the answers you are looking for, and the expertise and guidance all in one package to beat metabolic damage.